This is the most electrically conductive spaghetti I've ever eaten. Antec was kind enough to send these along for free before the YouTube channel even started. My computer, the magnum opus, caught their eye on the PC Master Race subreddit, lit up in all its RGB glory. They mainly wanted to give these out to people to find out their opinions on them and see how they looked in systems. So I figure what better way to give my opinion than to make a review. For the grand unboxing here, let's get this box open and take a look at what's inside. Alright. First I've ever boxed anything on camera. I feel like a super basic YouTuber right now. Pretty noob at it. Alright. Let's really dinged up the box there. Alright, so we start off with these cable combs, which is super nice. So I'm looking forward to that. And ooh, that's a lot of cables. So we got kind of the man of the hour here, our 24-pin connector. This is going to be PCIe or 8-pin up top. This is going to be for PSUs. Not PSUs. It's all for a PSU. It's going to be for GPUs. This, also GPU. And a 6-pin. Another 8-pin. So basically, this will cover all manner of motherboard and all manner of GPU. So let's get the magnum opus over here and opened up and start playing with cables. About a year ago, I got this EVGA PowerLink to try and hide my graphics card cables and also keep them from touching my side panel. The plastic wires gave the acrylic a nasty scrape. So while I'm in here, I'm also going to take the USB 2.0 cable running to my in-win fan controller and run it behind the motherboard. Whenever you're working with wires, you also want to unplug every cable leading to your drives and the SATA ports on the motherboard. The connectors are delicate and can snap off if you yank a wire, and ruining hardware is not what I am here to do. So we've gotten everything reconnected, and one of the big victories here is that my back side panel can now slide on without me applying pressure to it, thanks to the 24-pin extension lying flat. So if you have that problem, this is my first endorsement of this product. The cable combs were a breeze to snap into place and slide up and down the cables easily to get them all lined up correctly. So that's my second endorsement. The third endorsement is that the sleeving is incredibly smooth to the touch, which we're going to test out with a material that seems way more sensitive than my human hands. This is the side panel of my Thermaltake N24 Versa Hellfire. I love this case, and my only real complaint about it is that my original power supply cable scratched it. Hence why I was using the EVGA PowerLink before. As a matter of fact, even dusting it scratches it. So I'm wondering, will Antec's cable extensions scratch it too? And they don't appear to, so I'm going to give that as my fourth endorsement. But with that side panel on, the cables won't sit quite how I want them, so we're going to use a couple of our extra cable combs to keep the two 8-pin cables together. I don't know if that's Antec's intended design, but it works really well. And now that we have the side panel on, let's fire up the magnum opus. And what we have here, with the shade of yellow on these cables and the RGB firing off, is what it would have looked like if Bruce Lee's character from Game of Death was in Blade Runner. These Antec cable extensions, although they were given to me for free, are worth every bit of the $40 they retail for if there's budget in your build for aesthetics, and they run cheaper than a lot of competing options. In my case, they've ended a problem I've had for the past year and a half since I moved to this motherboard and case combo. I went to great lengths to hide my cables, but it turns out the solution was obvious and opposite. Instead of hiding something I thought was unsightly, the solution was instead to turn that into something worth looking at. And maybe that's a larger lesson for life. Like this video and subscribe to the Test Bench. Feel free to join us on Facebook. Back us on Patreon if you want to help us show you more cool stuff. And follow us on Twitter. You'll find clickable links in the description. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out our other videos.